is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. What is good, YouTube? I know I'm late to the news, but I still had to give the people what they wanted to see. And that's my analysis on Carmelo Anthony finally getting another chance with the Portland Trail Blazers. As you knew, I made a video a couple months ago about Damian Lillard and CJ saying that they want Carmelo. That was something that was reported, and if they was interested then, I don't see why it'd be a difference now. Carmelo you gotta give him his credit. He stayed in shape. He continued to put in work. He never gave up to make a return in the NBA, and he stayed ready. You just gotta give Carmelo credit for that out the gate, for him to stay ready, stay focused, stay locked in, and as soon as this opportunity comes, he should be ready to run and go. So they show interest, they showed him love, and they let him know that we want you on our team, and we feel like you can help us with a great contribution. And I feel like Carmelo, this is the right time to get him because he's been hurt, because he hasn't been able to get back to the league. He was fighting and trying to clear his name so that way he can have another opportunity to showcase his talent and go out the right way, and it just wasn't coming. And the hard part about it was it wasn't coming for a while. It took him a long time just to get this opportunity. Several paid players showed him love. Several players even hit him up on Twitter and worked out with him and did their part as, family members and brothers and teammates or even ex-teammates. And I feel like it was going to eventually happen. Eventually, somebody was going to take another gamble on Carmelo because he can still score. He can still play. Is he a defender? No, but Carmelo never really been a defender. He just lost a couple steps because he got older and the knee surgery. People forget, like I said a couple months ago, you guys forget that Carmelo had knee surgery. Carmelo was banged up when he was getting older, and then the knee surgery took him out for a whole season almost. So he wasn't really in his right frame of mind at that point because he felt like he was going to be with the Knicks. He gets traded out of nowhere to OKC. Next thing you know, the guy in Houston, and he's done. I'm just glad to see him at least get this opportunity. I think he had to be humbled, and at the end of the day, he had to do what it matters at this point for him to be in the league. We've seen the same thing happen to Dwight Howard, where this is what we need you to do. This is what we're asking you to do. And if you can fill that role, because he's on the non-guaranteed deal, we can let you go. And I think that's very good for Portland too, because the organization never showed enough interest in wanting Carmelo. It was just mainly they core. So having a non-guaranteed deal make you want to play even more harder because you want to stay. Like, you fighting to be in the NBA, you fighting for this opportunity, and you have that opportunity and you just can't wait to come back and play in the league because Carmelo never wanted to be like that. This is how the NBA did him. This is how coaches and organizations did him. He went out there for Houston and went out there and competed. He had some good games, had some bad games, and he had a terrible series against the Utah Jazz when he was playing with the Thunder when it comes to the defensively. But Russell didn't play that well. Paul George didn't play that well. But Carmelo got the bulk of the blame. And I feel like that was unfair too because when you look at the season in the beginning, Carmelo was a starter. He made the joke that he didn't want to come off the bench. The funny thing about it was the guy was averaging 20 points for majority of the season. So the joke really wasn't that funny in my personal opinion because the dude was still getting buckets. And he was doing it on, if you compare him to Westbrook, they was basically doing the same thing. Westbrook scored a little bit more points, but he had more opportunities. And Carmelo was a role player on that team. Even though he wasn't a bench player at that point, he still was giving you almost 20 a game when he was in the starting lineup. And he ended up starting for that whole season. But the collapse of OKC wasn't about Melo. I kept trying to tell people that they went to the first round the next season with Paul George and Russ and Dennis Schroeder. And what happened? They still got put out in the first round, and they still came short from winning 50 games with and without Carmelo. And I'm not saying Carmelo is a franchise-changing player. He's going to really help your franchise become what they're missing. He's old. He came off knee surgery. I don't feel like Carmelo is trying to go out there and be an all-star. And even if he did, Houston kind of killed that because he went through this phase. It make you appreciate the game a lot more, make you fight a lot more, make you hungrier because now you finally got humble because when you get cut and they only give you a non-guarantee, this is a guy that came off a max contract. This is one of the most richest players in the NBA just off NBA salary for his whole career. And this is where he at, where he's getting a non-guaranteed deal, and he has to come off the bench. And this is what his career is at this point. But hearing from Carmelo throughout these couple months, hearing his side of the story, seeing what happened in Houston, we heard some of the things, and we heard that he cleared some of that air. It's just good to see him get this opportunity so he can go out a better way than he was. Because for him to get cut by Houston, and we don't know what's going on, we don't know what's happening, and then for him not to get picked up at all throughout the whole summer through this crazy free agency, and for him to get all the love and credit from a lot of people and support, and he's still just now getting into the league when the season has been start. This is just ultimately humbling. And I love Carmelo. I'm happy that he back in the league. I'm happy that gets a chance to show that he still got it on the NBA level. And I'm just happy that he was able to stay locked in and focused, like I said in the beginning, to get this opportunity. And it just seems like I want to see what happens after all this shit he been through these last couple of years at OKC and Houston, and now I really want to see his approach. I really want to see how he evolves, and I really want to see can he really continue to contribute at the NBA level. Depending on how he performs with this team, can really decide his future. Can really decide where his career goes. If he can come off the bench and give him double digit, a couple rebounds and a couple assists, and shoot good from three in the field, he might can extend his career 2 to 3 more years. If he come out and he can't play defense, he can't switch, and he can't knock down shots to even make it worth playing on, then we can see a situation where Carmelo is back out of the league. The only difference is at least he gets that opportunity instead of him just disappearing for the last couple months, and we didn't really know what happened until he went on First Take. So this is crazy. I did not believe it when I got the message. I didn't believe it like, whoa, Carmelo just got a deal. But it's kind of crazy because Colin Kaepernick got some opportunities right now. And then you look at some other guys in other sports and other careers. Some people getting some comebacks. Some people getting some chances to right their wrongs. Some people getting chances to revitalize their career. So hopefully things go well for Carmelo. I really didn't expect him to go through this as fast as it did, but he had time to rest up. He had time to work on his craft. He had time to get his mindset right. And hopefully, this opportunity will be the one that can make him go out better, but also allow him to showcase that he still has some type of, he can still contribute to a good team. He still is a guy that can play at the NBA level. And being able to be off this long is just going to make you so hungry because you really want to go out there and show it. You really want to go out there and prove things. You really want to go out there and shut people up, and you really want to do it for your own career because he has taken the biggest hit. It didn't cost OKC nothing because they replaced him. It didn't cost Houston nothing because they've signed somebody else up with that roster spot, and it's not going to cost Portland nothing. And it's because it's a non-guaranteed contract. They can always get rid of them. They can always waive them whenever they want to, and then they can use that roster spot on somebody else that they like or want to try. So this is a no risk move for Portland. It's really no bad. They get nothing negative out of this deal. This is something that's a huge reward for Carmelo, and this is something that is just great for the NBA in general and great for NBA fans. Now, I'm not saying that Carmelo gonna make it. I'm not saying that he's gonna be a Dwight Howard where everybody back on his wood and loving him again. But what I am saying is just good to see him get this opportunity with Portland. So hopefully things go well. Hopefully he can stay in the league. Hopefully he can show that he still is a solid player, at least an NBA player at this point and at his age and this point in his career. Let me know what you guys think. Is this a smart move? Is it stupid? Do you think it won't matter? Do you think he's going to be gone? Do you think he's going to be able to extend his career for a couple more years? Do you think his defense is just too bad? Not being able to switch and guard multiple positions, plus keep getting beat off the dribble. And you know how the West is. They're gonna do a lot of switches and force you. They worst your worst defender to defend at the top of the key or in isolation. If Carmelo can't stay with these guys
And if he can't compete with these guys or score to offset some of the buckets he gonna give up, like we see with guys like Trae Young, then it can be a quick wave. But if he can do something and find something and really try to, follow what he going against bench players too. I think if he be on the fourth quarter, that'd be something that I'd be kind of crazy with. Like, you gonna try Carmelo in the fourth when he a defensive liability at this point. But at the same time, I'm just glad to see him back. But whatever you feel, whatever you want to say, I read every comment. Thanks for watching. Happy for Carmelo. Portland in a situation where they need some help offensively, and I feel like Carmelo can do a little bit of that. But even if he can't, you can always waive him. Like this video, check out my older videos on my channel. I have many playlists. I break down rookies, I break down players, I break down summer league. I do cover the draft, and I got a mock draft up already. Not only that, I do podcasts, and I also talk about the game of basketball, whether it comes to summer league, free agency, trade deadline, buyouts, and also I cover top 10 discussions and stuff like that. So you like this type of video, you like the NBA, check out my older videos and my playlists. I enjoy making these videos. You guys enjoy watching.